All right, well, good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope that you are managing to stay cool because I am coming to you from the cottage and I swear it is like 100 degrees inside. So anyways, I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if anybody logs on. I don't know where everybody is. It's too hot to be outside, I think, but maybe we'll see. So I'll just wait and see if anybody comes on. In the meantime, I will introduce myself. My name is Judy Medlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. Okay. All right, well, I'm just going to go ahead because I'm kind of pressed for a little bit for time today. when I finish the Facebook Live, we're heading home, and it's like so hot here. And it's even hotter in the city. And of course, we don't have the air conditioning on at the house because it was cool when we left. So I hate to think how hot the house is going to be. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead. Okay, so Judy's Paper Crafting Community, June's challenge. We still got to do that. So all I have to do is follow the sketch and then post up to 5 cards in the Judy's Paper Crafting Community. And that will run until June 30th. And for every card you post up to 5, you will be entered in a draw, and then you can win a little prize from me. Okay. All right. Just a couple of reminders. The kits, buy one, get one 50% off. That runs also until the end of June. Great deal. Buy one, get 50% off. I hope a lot of you managed to take advantage of yesterday where we had free shipping. I know I did, and I hope you guys did too. All right, so what else? Oh yeah, just a reminder about the last chance products. They are also available only until June 30th, and then they may be gone forever. Or you may see them back in a few months on the clearance list. I have no idea. You never know with Stampin' Up! Whether they're going to bring anything back or whether it's just gone forever. All right, so let me see. And a reminder about the new mini catalog that's coming July 1st along with Celebration. So Celebration again is there's a little brochure. This one right here. Celebration. And for every $60 you spend before taxes and shipping, you get to pick an item out of this catalog for free. So who doesn't know that? So that runs for July and August, okay? And the new mini Christmas catalog kicks in July 1. All right. I think that's all I have. So today, I'm so hot I can't even think straight. Anyway, so today I'm going to try and do a fancy fold card. So let me turn the camera down and see what I can do with that. Oh. Okay, so I have to watch any comments on the iPhone because there's no Wi-Fi up here, so all I have is the phone. Okay. All right, so again, we're working with the Happiness, no, what are we working for? Oh, Hues of Happiness Suite. So I'm not going to go through all the papers again. I'm just going to roughly show you. They're beautiful. Okay, you get 12 sheets, 2 of each sheet. And they're 12 by 12, and this is the other side. Da, da, da. Okay, that's it. I've already shown you this 3 other times. This is week 4. We're playing with this. All right. So this is the stamp set. Okay. And this is the dies. So today we are only playing with the stamp set. The last 3 weeks we've played mostly with the dies and the DSP because I've cut the flowers out. So anyways, today we're going to do a lot of stamping. Okay, so just to refresh your memory here, I think week 1 we did this card. All right, and week 2 I believe we did this one, and this was last week. All right, okay, so today I don't have much room on this little table. All right, today I'm going to try and do this fancy fold card. And you see it kind of goes like this. Okay, just a minute. It's so hot, my paper's all just So in the end, it'll look like that. Well, hello, David. How are you? All right. Okay. All right. So I am going to, first I'm going to show you all the dimensions that you need, okay? Because if you want to take a snapshot of this, feel free. It's going to get a little confusing as I go. So we're going to start with a piece of cardstock that's going to be 10.5 by 5.5 inches. On the short side, you're going to cut in to 1.5 inches and then 1 3/4 inches from the top. And you're going to cut to 8 3/4. And then you're going to repeat on the other side. I'm just showing you the dimensions now, but I will show you how to do it. And then on the long side, you're going to score at 1 3/4 above and below the cut line. And then you're going to score at 3.5 inches all the way down and 7 inches all the way down. And then again at 8 3/4 inches and again above and below the cut line. All right. Can you guys see that? Hi, Cheryl. How are you? Okay. All right. All right, so don't take your photo yet. I got more stuff to show you. All right, so you're gonna, now I'm using DSP, not DSP, cardstock Starry Sky. You can use whatever you want. I'm using my main color for the background is gonna be Granny Apple Green, okay? But you can use whatever you want. So assuming you're gonna use Granny Apple Green, you're gonna need these pieces, 3 1/4 by 2 1/4, and you're going to need 3 of them. Then you're going to need your white piece to put on top, and they're going to be 3 1/8 by 2 1/8, so they're just going to be 1/8 of an inch smaller, and you're going to need a quantity of 3 of those. Then you're going to need 2 of 3 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then the little white pieces are, you're also going to need 2 of 3 1/8 by 1 1/8, again 1/8 of an inch smaller. Then these little pieces, I've already glued all these so you can see them. So I've just cut some DSP, and the DSP is 1 3/8 by 1 1/8, and I've just glued it onto a piece of the Granny Apple Green. So the Granny Apple Green is 1 1/2 by 1 1/4, and you're going to need 8 of those. And then the DSP that I cut is 1 3/8 by 1 1/8, and you're going to need 8 of those. All right, so let me see if I can just move this a little bit so I can get everything in. I'm gonna have to stand up. All right, so it's all there. If you want to take a snap photo, go ahead. And if you don't, that's fine too. Anyways, okay, so that's it. I'm moving it all now. If you didn't get it, you can go back and do it later. Okay. All right, so let's bring in my trimmer. And I need to move this down a little bit so I can see. I have lights going on above. I apologize for the lights there. Whoops. But I needed some light and I needed the fan going. Okay, so where's my directions here? All right, so we're gonna go 10.5 by 5.5. So I know this paper is 8.5 by 11, so I'm just going to cut 1/2 inch off the edge, and that will make that 10.5. Okay. And then we're going to make it 5.5 this way. So we're going to cut that at 5.5. All right. Okay, so then I said on the short side, we're going to cut 1 1/2. We're going to go in 1 1/2 this way and 1 3/4 inches from the top. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you, I couldn't see this line here with the darker color. So I cut a piece of white cardstock and just stuck it on with Scotch tape for now. Okay, because I couldn't see that. Can you guys see this okay? All right. All right, so we're in 1 1/2. And we're gonna move this cutter down to 1 3/4. If you can see, there's this little groove here, and that tells you where you are. So 1 3/4 looks about there. And then I'm gonna cut down to 8 3/4. which I'm probably off camera now, and I apologize, but I can't do anything about it. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to line this up at 1.5. And we're going to start at 1 3/4. So we're going to line that up at the 1 3/4 mark. And we're going to score that down to 8 3/4. All right. Any questions? You guys good? Okay. All right, so now we are going to start to score. So we're on the long side. So we're going to score at 1 3/4, which is here. Get that cutting blade out of the way. This is why I love this trimmer, because the score and the cutting blade are all in one. All right, so I'm going to go down to the score line, or to the cut line, and then I'm going to go back up. You know what? If it's not perfect, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay? And I'm going to quit there, and then I'm going to go down and bring it up to the cut line, which is 4. And again, like I said, if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. All right, and then we're going to score at 3.5, which is here. And we're going to score all the way. Easy peasy. All right. Then we're going to go, I have to pull the arm out. We're going to go to 7 inches. And again, we're going to score all the way. So up and down. And then the last one is 8 3/4 inches. And again, we're going to score from the cut line up and from the cut line down. All right, and that is all we need for the trimmer. All right, this is where it gets tricky trying to fold it. I always get confused here. So I hope you guys can see this okay. All right, so this one here is going to fold this way, and this one is going to fold this way. Then this one is going to go that way, and this one is going to go that way. But this one is going to go, the one in the middle is going to go the opposite way. Just to confuse you. All right, so it kind of looks like this. And then this one is going to go in and in, and then this one will go out this way, right? Okay, and then the last one will go like that, and we're done. All right, so I'm just going to kind of fold this a little bit the way it should go. This probably isn't very showing up very well on this, and I can't see because I've only got the phone. Okay. All right, and there you have it. So now we're going to decorate it. So I've already taken eight little pieces of the green and cut out my 8 little pieces of flowers. All right, and I still have to glue those on, but they're done for now. Okay, let me get rid of this. Let me bring this back in here. Okay, so I'm going to stamp all my words first, and I'm going to stamp them in the Starry Sky. If I can find my ink. Oh, here it is. All right, so I'm going to stamp that in the Starry Sky. Do I need to move this a little bit? Do I need to come up a little bit? Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, so you can, as you can see, we have 3 big ones and 2 smaller ones. All right, so we're going to stamp Best Wishes on one of, oh, I got ink all over me and I haven't even touched anything. On this one up here, I'm just going to kind of put it in the middle like that. And then we're going to do, oh, I don't need that anymore. Just wipe that off. And then we're going to do friend on the other small one. And we're going to stamp that on this side. And I'll wipe that off because I have to reuse these blocks because I'm not at home. And we're going to take the bigger piece. This is going to, you are wonderful in every way. And I'm just going to stamp that about there. Da, da, da. And what am I missing? Happy birthday. This is obviously a birthday card. You guys have any questions or anything? Oh, that's best wishes. Feel free to comment or whatever. So happy birthday is just going to kind of go at the bottom here. Well, that one came out kind of, let's try that again. Wipe that off and re-ink it. And then we'll see if that's any better. That's better. Okay. This is why there are two sides to all the paper. And we're done with the Starry Sky ink. And now I'm just going to use some Memento Black. Okay, so let me just, where's my, you know, the table's not that big. Here we go. I need to put the words back and pull out some of my flowers. And I'll put this one back. And this one back. And I need this one. And I'm gonna need this one. And I'm gonna need this one. I think that's it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna take the best wishes one and we're going to take that off of there. This is the little flowers here, and I'm just going to ink them up. Boy, I'm making a mess today. Big mess. Oh, ink all over me. I'm going to ink these up in the Memento Black. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. All right, let's try that. Hopefully it goes okay. There we go. Boy, I got black everywhere on this one. All right, and that is that one done. Then we'll do friend. And I want this one. So I'll put that on there. And he's just gonna kind of go off on an angle like that. And what else? Okay, those two are done. You are wonderful in every way. That will be this flower. And we're just gonna kind of stamp it in the corner. Ta-da. And this flower will go on the happy birthday. And again, it will be stamped in the Memento Tuxedo Black. Ta-da. And last but not least, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, right, there was no saying on that one. That's why I can't find it. We're gonna take, excuse me, we're gonna take this big flower and we're gonna ink him up like this. All right, and that is all the inking done for now. Well, almost all the inking done. Okay. All right, so now I took all my blends, and let me get this out of the way here. All right, so we'll start with this one. This one here. I color this in the light and dark Melon Mambo. I'm not going to color all these for you because it will take forever. So I'm just going to kind of give you a little bit of what I've done. So now you got to have with the blends, you have to be careful you don't go too close to the edge. So I kind of go close to the edge and then let the ink itself kind of flow out towards it. I'm not going to color the whole thing. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just going to kind of show you what I did here. We're just going to color half of it. All right. So then I took the dark and I just kind of gave that a little bit like that and a little bit of shading over here. Okay. And then I went back in with the light and tried to blend it as best I could. So you can still see some of that shading. And then for some reason, I don't know why, I decided I would take the dark and just kind of give it a bit of stuff like this. Okay, you can just barely see it. Then I've taken the color lifter and I just wanted this part here to be much lighter. So the color lifter will take some of the color out. Okay, you can see that. Can you see how the color is coming out of there a little bit? Maybe I need to do a little bit more. There, that's better. All right, so that is that one. I colored the stem in the Granny Apple Green, and I used the bullet end, and I just colored that like that. And then when I was finished, I adhered it to the Granny Apple Green piece, and it will look like this. All right, and so you can see how I've taken the color out on this one here. Okay. All right, that one is done. So now we're going to do this one. And again, I'm not going to color it all. I'm just going to give you the gist of it. So again, I just colored with, this is the light and dark fresh freesia. I'm probably going to go outside the lines and everything, but whatever. Again, I'm just kind of showing you what I've done here. And if you do go outside the lines, you can use that little color lifter, which will also take the color out. All right, and then we have the dark. So we're just gonna color some of it in the darker fresh freesia. And just do a little bit of dark there. Do some dark here. This looks like it might be a bit of a shadow here. I'm not very good at where all the shadows go, so I just kind of wing it, whether it's right or wrong. Whoever I'm sending this card to probably doesn't know, so that's fine. And then we're just going to kind of blend it all in again. Any questions? No? No questions. Okay. You guys managing to stay cool? All right, so then I'm going to take the color lifter again. Now we're just going to go along here, and I'm just wiping it on the paper to get rid of the color off the brush. And we'll do this piece here. And we'll do this one here. And this one. So this color lifter is great. So if you don't have the color lifter, but you have other blends, you might want to make sure you get that. And we'll do that one too. Okay, and then I took the, oh, which one is this? This is a light basic black. And I just did that in the middle and just kind of colored that. Now, the other alternative, as you know, I've cut all these hundreds of flowers that I have. So your other alternative is you could just take one of these and stick it on. Okay, you could do that with all of the pieces if you wanted. All right. Now, what I did was I have one that's cut here, and okay, so that goes like that. Then I took the leaves and I inked them up in the Granny Apple Green. So I just use this as a mask, basically. If I was going to do a mask, I would probably cut it, but these are already cut and it's the exact size, so I don't have to worry about it, see? So I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to, oh, not very good there. You know what? Let me move that. Get in there. All right. And then we've just got some leaves coming off it like that. And then I took my other leaf and inked it up in the Granny Apple Green and just did that on the other side. Like so. Let me wipe that one off. Done with that. All right, and then you can just draw the line down like that. And you're going to color it anyway, so I want to color it in the light. So we're just going to color this in the light. And again, I would spend more time and do it nicer if I had more time. But I just want to kind of give you the gist of it, right? So, and then I just kind of went up here and just did a little bit of dark Granny Apple Green. And then I went back in and blended it with my light Granny Apple Green. Kind of like so. Okay. And then with the magic of Facebook, I adhered this to the other green one, and there you go. So that's number 2. And number 3, whoops. This one I did use Pool Party. So I did the light Pool Party. And again, we'll just very quickly do this. We'll just color some. There we go. And then the darker Pool Party. Let's put some up here and some down here. And we'll do a little bit in here. Again, I don't know. I'm not a floral expert or anything, so you can do these however you want. Just make sure you put your lid on tight when you're done. Okay, and we'll just kind of blend that in. And then again, we'll take the color lifter to take some, I apologize, I just realized I'm bouncing all over the place here. I'm gonna take this out, like so. And we'll take some of this out, and we'll take that out. And then maybe we'll take this one too. Okay, anyways, do you get the idea? And again, ta-da, that one is done. Okay, so these little guys here, I just colored the flowers in, here, I'll just bring them in here. So I did one in the dark Fresh Freesia, one in the dark Pool Party, and the light Melon Mambo, and then just colored the leaves with the Granny Apple Green, okay? And the same with this one. Oh, and then I gave them the Daffodil Delight Center, okay? And this one is the same thing. We did the light Melon Mambo. This one is actually the dark Melon Mambo. And then two in the Fresh Freesia, one in the Pool Party, and again, just gave them the Daffodil Delight centers, okay? So that's what they look like, and now we will put it all together, and we'll see what that looks like. All right, I don't need this pad anymore. So, oh, we're going to put the happy birthday at the end. We're going to put that one in the middle. And we're so, at least I have glue that works today, right? Hopefully. So, I don't even, oops. All right, so I'm just going to try and center this. Am I not even on camera here? All right, there we go. Oh, that got all moved, oh no. That looks pretty good. Okay, and then I'm gonna take one of these little guys and we'll put it in the corner here. I'm going to line up the edges of these. And there's no rhyme or reason or logic or anything as to why I'm doing this, what order I'm doing it. I don't know what. I don't know whether my flowers are upside down or what they are. And we're going to line that up as well as best we can. Okay, so basically it's kind of like that. See how they kind of line up? All right, I'll do a couple more here. I apologize, this is taking so long. Oh, it's not really that long, just seems like it's long. And the glue, we need some more glue. We'll put this one at the top. So this card's a little time consuming, but it is so pretty when it's done. And we'll just put this one down here. And this one can go here. You guys are very quiet, no chat, no nothing. All I have is a couple of hellos. You guys all managing to stay cool? That one's a little crooked. Okay, and we're going to put this one in the middle. I don't even know what this card is called. I'm sure it has a name, the Fancy Fold, but I have no idea what it is. So I don't really worry about it. And we'll just put that one at the end that says Happy Birthday. And then 4 more of these. Yeah, I just want to line that up with that if I can. And this one. I didn't want to use dimensionals or anything because I just felt it wouldn't do anything. Yeah, a little more glue there. So I didn't want to pop anything, and I thought about putting on some gemstones, but I didn't want anything that was going to be bulky. And last but not least, we'll put this on. That one will go there, line up there like that. Okay, so now if you want, what you can do, okay, it takes me a minute to fold all this. Okay, so that it will fit in a regular envelope. Okay, you can put a piece of paper on the back here, any one of these squares, and sign it. All right, you could sign it somewhere on here. Maybe what you wanted to do is maybe put that one over there and put something else there, and you could sign that one because this is a small flower. Okay, but I'm just going to sign it on the back. So I thought I would put on some butterflies because they are flat. So I've got the brushed brass butterflies, and I thought I would just throw on some of these just to add a little something there. And again, like I said, they're flat, so let me see. I will just put one there. And I'll put one over here, put that one there. I've got small, medium, and large here. No, small and large. No medium, just small and large. And we'll put one there. Actually, I think I'll put a big one there. So, big one there. And a little one. No, I guess I should stick with the big ones. Big one over here. Da, da, da. And that's it. Yay! Okay, so then it just all, sometimes it takes a minute to fold. There we go. And if it's, like I said, if it's in a regular envelope, you guys see that okay? Hopefully you can, I don't know, maybe I should move this up, but I didn't want to move it up too high because then I wouldn't be able to see the comments, but since you guys aren't commenting on anything, I guess it really didn't matter. All right, so it's just a nice, cute little card that stands up like that. All right, so da-da-da. Anyways, that's all I have. I apologize. I feel like I'm rushing, but I want to get out of here. So I hope you like this card. I hope you will give it a try. Like I said, it's a lot of stamping and die cutting where you have to cut all these pieces out, but I really think it's worth it. It's such a pretty card, and I think this stamp set is just perfect. It just lends itself to this. It's got all the sentiments that you need and enough flowers and everything. So, all right, so that's it. Thank you very much for joining me today, and hopefully I will see you next Wednesday at 3 o'clock. You guys have a good week. Stay cool, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye now.